Just been waiting to see a couple key things that makes me want to say, okay, this is a top contending team.
Yeah.
And I seen it. And a big name that stuck out with me, we know the Jake Howards, we know the Gage Howards, we know who Matthew Tadpole is. The big name that really stepped up, and it was all phases of the game, Austin Clements.
Yep.
Sophomore Austin Clement.
I'm going to take South Lenoir.
Very proud of this team, what I saw those teams. But shout out to Colby Miller, shout out to Maddie Rouse, shout out to Alyssa Hatcher, Lakin Whitley. I mean, just the whole team, because they rebounded from that tough loss to South Lenoir, get a blowout win.
Speaking of softball, how good is North Lenoir softball?
And they're on the top of the list, so it's a deserving question. They're good. They're good. I was able to go to Alyssa Hatcher's volleyball signing the other day. Congrats to Alyssa. And I was able to talk to their head coach, Colby Miller, and, man, I love the guy. He's a young guy. I love Bobby Hatcher, too. Don't get me wrong. He's still in the dugout as well. But he's a young guy. He's energetic. He seems like he knows his stuff. And I'm not going to go too deep in this because this rivalry week, and we're going to talk North Lenoir, South Lenoir later. But they're good, man. They're good, and Haley Fowler deserves a shout-out, man. She's on a tear, hitting .682, 13 RBIs, 4 doubles, 3 triples, and there's 8 athletes hitting over 300, 6 players hitting over 5.
But North Lenoir has some potent bats right now.
Yeah, throw them out there, man. They're all Maddie Rouse, Jayla Ross. Both Maddie and Jayla just hit 2 home runs each last game. The pitching's going to be big. The defense is going to be big, but I'm going with the Hawks. I do think it's going to be close. I think the Hawks have just a little bit more experience. I think they're rolling just a little bit more.
South Lenoir, Tadpole has a way of making you swing and miss a lot.
Yep. As well, I think South Lenoir is going to bring it as well. Christian Couple, Clements, Tadpole, like we done said.
Jacob Howard.
Reed Davis.
Yeah.
Both teams are really, really deep. But, Ryan, I think you hit it right on the head. I'm going to go ahead and give you my prediction. With my prediction, it goes down to Tadpole, man. He's such an elite pitcher, man. He's one of the best kids we cover all around on the plate and pitching. And most importantly, he's pitching. If Tadpole's on the mound, I'm going tight game, and I'm giving it to South Lenoir.
I'm gonna take South Lenoir as well in this game. If the Blue Devils can get some early hits, they can time up that fastball. We've seen some balls travel out there.
I think South Lenoir is the best team in the area.
Last Friday night, when Tadpole's on the mound, some of his pitching, because I was sitting up in the press box looking, behind the catcher, some of the movement he has on his pitching, he's a stud. And the South Lenoir team has a very good team.
Winning games. Hey, go Hawks. Welcome back. I knew we'll be here, and we're here. We're back.
We back.
We got episode 12 of the 10-show season. Hey, man, who loves extra innings?
We do.
Yeah,
everybody does.
For sure, especially when they're talking playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
And not only last year we had one team really go deep. Now we got 2 teams in the Eastern Regional Finals. Man, this is awesome. Before we get there, Brian, let's pay the bills.
Yes, sir. Hey, look, shout out again to the Fowler family, Miss Katie, for helping us get this together. It's going to be kind of the same thing here. But the Fowler family, Flowers for You, Inc. in Goldsboro, Griffin Exterminating in Goldsboro, Periodontal and Implant Surgeons of Greenville, 32 Below Ice Cream Shop, and a host of other, parents and some boosters for these schools.
Hey, man, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Not doing a recap of last week. We're doing the previews of this week.
People should know what happened.
They should know what happened. You follow our coverage. You got great coverage every inning. You got a great article. You got a great post-game interview. Follow News Sports if you want to know what's going on in these games. So I don't have it written down. Let me go ahead and put this out there. The schedule. The schedule is Tuesday night. Number 4, South Granville will host North Lenoir at their place, which is about an hour and a half away in the Raleigh area.
Yeah, north of Raleigh, Creedmoor, kind of that way.
6 o'clock. Then they turn right around on Wednesday night. The Swamp will be packed.
It needs to be packed.
At 6 o'clock, North Lenoir hosts South Granville. Then, if there's another game, it will be Friday. Did I have that right? I think I do. I'm double checking my text with Heather Carson. I want to be right on this.
Yeah. I think it was Friday.
Yes,
because it should have been Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, but now it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. I think South Granville has some graduation stuff going on. So, yeah, you're right, Friday.
And all the games are at 6 o'clock. And the way this works, whatever team wins 2 games advances. So if North Lenoir wins the first 2 games, Game 3 is not needed.
Yep.
You know,
or South Granville.
Or South Granville. It goes either way. And let's go ahead and jump into it. Number 4 seed South Granville hosts number 15 seed North Lenoir Softball in the Eastern Regional Finals, and it's going to be a good one. Let me go ahead and break down this Granville team, man. First off, this is the 10-time state champion South Granville. Put some respect on their name. They won their last championship in 2018. They're 21-3 this season. I might be off on the playoffs, but they're around there. Last season, they were 17-8. Look, since 2010, this team has won 303 games and only lost 40. This team wins. They win. And right now, they have won 22 of the last 23 games. They came in the playoffs on an 11-game win streak right now. Their only loss in those last 23 games was against a 4A Hickory Ridge team in the middle of April. Ryan, I got some more stats up here. You want me to keep running it?
No, I mean, Trey, when you look at this team, you know, the thing that really sticks out to me is a lot of upperclassmen. A lot of girls that are, you know, who know how to win. Right now, these 6 seniors, 4 juniors, 1 sophomore, 2 freshmen, obviously they haven't won a state championship since 2018, so they don't, you know that kind of winning. But, I mean, the record speaks for itself. They're batting as a team, 452. They got 9 players batting over 400. The lowest average on the team is 333, and she's a bench player.
Wow.
So, you know, that really stuck out to me when you look at this matchup that North Lenoir is going to have to face. It's very similar in a way to what they have faced with Camden County and Martin County. So, you know, the North Lenoir Hawks, I think if this was round 1, maybe you feel a little different way, but the North Lenoir Hawks, they're winning. Coach Colby Miller's got them girls playing well. Maddie Rouse, Lakin Whitley, Alyssa Hatcher, Jayla Ross, all them girls, they're ready to go. So I can't wait to see.
And they better be our Coach Bobby Hatcher's on their tail.
Oh, yeah, Coach Bobby Hatcher. Yeah, look, it was fun. At Martin County, we were there sitting on the first base side listening to Coach Bobby.
Yes.
He was fired up.
We love every bit of it. It's fire and ice. You need a cool one, you need a hot one. Coach Bobby's definitely the hot one. We love it. I love that coaching, man, by both of them. No disrespect to Kobe. He's doing a great job as well. And, Ryan, that bat – 1 through 9, all batting over 400. That's insane. You don't get that. And it's not 1 through 9. I think somebody else is in there. That's a starter, might be hitting like 375. But still, you got 9 players over 400. You got everybody hitting over 333. That's insane. And leading this crew is number 7, senior Kaylee. I said it right. That's got to be right.
It looks like Kaylee, but it's got to be Kaylee. It's got to be Kaylee.
It's got to be Kaylee. Kaylee Curran batting .571, 50 RBIs, 10 doubles, 4 triples, 13 home runs. Ooh. 13. That's insane. And then they got I'm assuming this is the leadoff. She's got a lot of doubles, a lot of triples. She's very fast from the seams of it. Number 28 junior Avery Wilson's batting .524, 22 RBIs, 9 doubles, 6 triples. But also watch out for Tatiana Bates, who has 6 home runs, and Addison Godwin, who has 6 home runs as well. Madeline Wilkins leads the team in steals with 17, and Curran also has 12 steals. Now, what's in the circle?
Yeah, so Curran's also looks like the ace. She's got a record of 16-3, 98 innings pitched out of 99.1 innings listed on Game Changer for South Granville. So if you're not good at math, that's only 1 inning she hasn't pitched.
Yes.
But 170 strikeouts, only 50 walks, 35 earned runs, 2.48 ERA. And against Farmville Central, they put up 11 hits, 11 RBIs, 4 doubles, 1 home run, while Farmville, no hits and struck out 11 times. So, you know, this is like We had the same. I feel like we had the same matchup.
Yeah, last week we did.
Yeah,
we did.
Martin County was throwing their ace.
Yeah, yeah.
And
their ace was their best hitter.
Yeah, and their ace was the best hitter. So here we are again.
And then also, I don't know if this was talked about already. This is the team that took down Midway, who was the number 1 seed or one of the top seeds. And have I went over the 8 straight games?
No.
Look, this team is on fire right now. They've won 8 straight games. No, I'm sorry.
They went.
At the end of the season, they went 8 consecutive games without giving up a run. In that span, they had 5 no-hitters with 1 perfect game. Throughout the whole season, they got 9 no-hitters. And I say there's no reason to sugarcoat it. 98 out of 99 innings is Curran, wherever her name is. Yeah. She is their motor. She is their motor. Look, we put a lot on this team. We're talking a lot about this team because we know what the Hawks got.
Yeah.
We talked about them for 12 weeks. It's time to talk about their opponents. And this series is going to be huge. And the Hawks right now are nothing to play with either. They took down number 2 Roanoke Rapids. They took down Camden. All this is on the road. They took down Martin County. So they shouldn't be scared. They shouldn't be worried. But they got to respect them. How does North Lenoir win this game, Ryan?
For me, it's kind of like doing what the boys did. So the North Lenoir baseball team, where did they go pick up that first win? Granville County.
Yep.
Same school. Garrett Bird threw a gem. It was close, and then they kind of extended it out, got some runs when they needed it. They didn't make a lot of errors. You're going to have to see some error-free softball from North Lenoir. Can they beat this team? Absolutely. Can they beat them at South Granville? Absolutely. Can they beat them at Wheat Swamp on Wednesday? Absolutely. Can this be over in 2 games? Yes. Can this also be over 2 games where they lose? Yes. What I saw on the field at Martin County, if they played that game, even if they did have a few errors in that game, but they bounced back. They got the timely hits. They scored 1 run every inning up for the first 4 innings, I think it was, got up 4-2. Couldn't put a crooked number up there. That's Coach Sutton at Bethel. He loves talking about crooked numbers. Obviously, you want to see those. But if they play error-free softball and they kind of lean on Maddie in the mound, they give her good defense because Maddie, and this is the other thing too, Maddie's not going to have 10, 15 strikeouts a game. A lot of her pitches are to contact, and she relies on her defense, and the defense has been there. The defense is the reason why they are moving on to the 5th round. You don't get this far just being lucky.
That's right.
You get this far being good. I really think that North Lenoir, I've heard from a parent that this pitcher, Curran, is a fast pitcher. Not a lot of breaking balls, not a lot of off-speed pitches. If they can get the bats timed up right, I think North Lenoir has no problem. I like that this game is Tuesday, Wednesday. And the reason I like that is if they go to South Granville and they lose, which I don't think they will. I think they go to South Granville and win tonight because it's going to come out on Tuesday. I think they go and win. But if something was to happen, you only got 24 hours or less than 24 hours to flush it, get right back out there. You got your fans at home. And, let's push this thing to Friday. But I think, backing up Maddie, no errors or limit your errors, and find those timely hits.
And I'm with you on all of that. I'll revert back to last week on this team is very unselfish.
Yeah.
Very, very unselfish. There's no, hey, you didn't shout out my kid. And hey, let's be clear. Parents matter. Parents matter. Just a bad parent can ruin a good roster.
Yep.
And the parents are all bought in as well. You don't hear no bickering from them. You don't hear no bickering from the girls. Why am I batting here? Why am I batting there? Everybody's there to do a job. And this is what it's got to be. Everybody's got to be there for one common goal, and that's to win. Nothing more, nothing less. You got to win, and that's what I seen from the Hawks. I seen it last week. We seen players make errors. I didn't see no eye rolls. I didn't see no hissy fits. I didn't see none of that. I seen a team out for one common goal, and that was to win. And that has to be the only goal at mind when going into South Granville. This team has the same goal, I'm pretty sure. We've seen their lineup 1 through 10, whatever they got. They're good. But I have complete trust in the Hawks bat, in the Hawks pitching. We've seen what Hemby is doing at the 9-hole. We've seen what the top of the lineup's doing. We've seen the girls do a job in the middle of the lineup. This team is doing whatever it takes to get the win, and they have to continue just to do whatever it takes to have one common goal, and that is to win the game. It sounds simple, but you don't have
Score
to
more runs.
Score more runs. Keep it simple.
Love it.
Hey, go Hawks. We'll be there. We'll be giving you the updates, giving you everything you need. We got you. We got you. The previews come out this morning, which, I'm talking past tense, but the previews will be out. Be a lot of the same information, but it'll be a lot of this good information out. Hey, follow us. Follow us on every source you can. We're going to have it for you. Now, moving down to South Lenoir, number 6 South Lenoir versus number 13 seed Midway. Baseball, Eastern Regional Finals. And I didn't double check this, and I should have. I thought I heard this is the first time the South Lenoir baseball team has been in the Eastern Regional Finals.
I think that's what Novicki said.
I thought that's what he said too.
Yeah.
And I should have double checked it. I double checked everything else.
Both of us think he said it, so if it ain't right, it's on him.
Yeah, it's on him.
Yeah.
And he's a South Lenoir guy.
He's
so
a
he
South
should
Lenoir
know.
guy. Yeah.
All right, but hey, look, man, this is another one. Midway's a great team. I'm going to put this out there. I probably shouldn't have said this until later. I got it somewhere in there. Don't let the seed fool you.
Yeah.
Don't let the seed fool you. Midway lost their conference tiebreaker game. They had a tiebreaker game with West Bladen, who was the number 1 seed, and they lost the conference tiebreaker game. If they won that game, they would have been a number 3 seed in the playoffs. This team is good. This team is a top team in the playoffs. They have showed it on the road every round. This team is really good. Not only that, they have already beat South Lenoir. So this is a team that has shown you, hey, I can beat you. They know they have the confidence I can beat you. But now there's a lot more on the line. And now it's going to take more than one game.
Yeah, and so this schedule is going to be very similar but a little bit different than the North Lenoir. So the game 1 will be in Deep Run.
That's right.
Tonight, Tuesday at 7:30. Game 2 will be at Midway on Thursday at 7 o'clock. And then their game 3, from what I've seen, is Saturday. Okay. If necessary, Saturday, Deep Run, 7:30. So the Hawks are on the road to start. For softball, Blue Devils are at home to start. So very pivotal game 1 at home. Defend it and get off to the ground running. Really,
Midway's 22-7. They got one of the toughest conferences in the 2A. They've, like I said, defeated South Lenoir earlier in the year. They lost to good teams this year. They lost to the number 1 seed West Bladen twice. They lost to 4A Cape Fear. They lost to Clinton, who was another playoff team. They lost to Triton and South Johnson, who were both 3A teams. But here's another loss that gives you a little boost of confidence. They lost to North Lenoir 3-2. Hey, no shade to North Lenoir, but we know South Lenoir can beat North Lenoir. And I know South Lenoir can beat Midway. It's just the ball has to fall in the right places, in the right holes. This team is very good. Last year, they were 1 game away from the Eastern Regional Finals. They lost to the state champions, Green Central, in 9 innings, 1-0. Green Central state champions, 2024 state champions. Anyway, they're fairly young though. They're 2 seniors, 7 juniors, 4 sophomores, 3 freshmen. They have not gave up a run in the playoffs since the first round. This is against 3 good teams, against Aiden Griffin, undefeated East Carteret, and Southwest Edgecombe. Ryan, what do you got on them?
For me, when you look at this Midway team, they have pitching depth. Guys with some funky stuff mixed in with some speed. Big name that sticks out to me is sophomore Tanner Williams. He seems to be their guy. He has 8 wins on the season, 2.44 ERA, 68 strikeouts in 57.1 innings pitched, only 27 walks, and they have a legit number 2 guy.
Yep.
Kind of like the same thing we talked about with Green Central last year. You could argue that their number 2 might actually be their number 1. That's a senior Wyatt Herring. 3.0 ERA, 41 strikeouts in 58 innings pitched, only 17 walks. And Herring, gives up more hits, but he, walks less batters.
That's right.
So, kind of looking at the pitching thing, I'm going to let you go into the hitting side, but South Lenoir's got a pitcher too.
Yep.
And guess what? I know they lost 13-3 to this Midway team. Tapo didn't pitch that game. And that was at the beginning of the season. This is a totally different South Lenoir team.
And they have some.
Totally
they have some other arms
different
behind Tadpole too. Braden Barnett has been great in the bullpen.
Yeah.
Clements has been great when he's been healthy. He got hurt in midseason. Even Hayden Marshburn, when he come in, he's been great. I got trust in him, man. This is what you go over and get your lumps in the middle of the year, so you're ready for this. And man, it's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so good. But also, the biggest thing we talk about pitching first because that's the biggest thing it is. Softball. Throwing your ace. Now we're down to a 3-game series. Now you're going to have to throw more than one person. There's no other way around it. Yep. You're going to have to throw more than one person. We've seen it last year at Green Central and Whiteville. They had to use 3 different starting pitchers. It's going to take some depth. This is going to have to take, we know what Tadpole's going to do. He's going to do great. We're going to lean and rely on Tadpole. But the other guys, when it comes to Game 2 and Game 3, if necessary, are going to be the most important part of this series. The pitching has to be on par, and the defense behind them has to give them the confidence saying, hey, we got your back. Now, moving on to the hitting. Hey, man, this team is dangerous. Yeah, now, we don't have the softball numbers, but you got 5 guys hitting 300, over 300. They're led by Wyatt Scott, who's hitting 356. He's got 31 hits, 32 RBIs. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That means people get on base. And he got 4 doubles, 3 triples. Carson, too, he's been there for a while. He was there last year. I remember his name. He's a good leadoff batter. He's hitting 347, 34 hits, 14 RBIs, 4 doubles, 1 triples. This team is good. This team is very, 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 very dangerous. We've seen them at the Dick Broadcast and Easter tournament at Granger Stadium. They looked great.
Yep.
They did everything that we thought they were going to do. They dominated. And this is a dangerous matchup. How does South Lenoir win?
The big thing for me is, you're going to be able to pitch Tadpole on Tuesday. You're at home. Yeah, now I know, Midway did come and beat you at home 13-3 or whatever, but you're at home. You're able to pitch Tadpole on Tuesday. If it does, you win Game 1. You've got Braden Barnett, Marshburn, Clements, whoever's pitching at Midway, which is going to be a hostile environment.
Yep.
We've seen it at when they came last year to Green Central, and I felt like, don't get me wrong, Green County showed out. There was a bunch of fans from Midway there with them cowbells. You remember that?
Yep.
And so you win Game 1, Tadpole, take care of business at home. Try to pick it up at Midway, but this series goes to Saturday. So Tadpole will be able to pitch that Saturday. He's going to have enough rest. But Green Central was up 3-0 on them on Midway in the first round. Ended up losing 8-3, or I forgot exactly what the final was. But Midway has shown that they can give up some runs. And I think if South Lenoir can come out there, and I'm not condoning violence of any sort, but punch Midway right in the mouth right to start at home, get the crowd fired up, get all them fans who are, rowdy for playoff baseball and deep run. They have been starving for this. You get out to a good lead and you just put it in cruise control and you take care of business. I think this could be it's going to be a very fun series. But my prediction, kind of like with softball like this, South Lenoir can sweep Midway. They can also be swept by Midway.
Yep.
So this is a razor thin series to me. Yep. Just like I said in softball, you're not here because you're lucky. You're here because you're good. I believe in Coach Nowicki. I believe in Tadpole. I believe in Christian Copels. I believe in Jacob Howard and Clements and Barnett and every one of them guys on there. So I think South Lenoir does get it done, and I think we have another show next week.
Well, let me tell you my thoughts on it. I'm with you. You kind of stole my line with the Green Central. Green Central was up 3-0 the whole game, down up to the 5th inning. I think the bottom of the 5th, that's when Midway started coming back. And it just shows you not only did they come back, they exploded for 8 runs.
Yeah.
It shows you how dangerous this team is. And what my point of emphasis is going to be is every single pitch is going to matter. Every single pitch on the mat. You cannot leave the door cracked for these guys. You leave the door cracked for these guys, they're going to bust it wide open.
Yeah.
Every single pitch matters. And I don't want to keep talking about the Green Central because it's not about Green Central, but I'm reverting back to that last game against Midway last year. and every player mattered on that team. It came down to a 1-0 game. The runner that scored was a freshman from off the bench, Mason Dillon, and the guy that hit him in was the 6-hole hitter, Noah Robinson. South Lenoir has the same makeup of that team from last year when it comes to batting. 1 through 9 they can hit. 1 through 9 everybody has to do their job, and that's also in the field. 1 through 9 you have to play ball. You can't forget about how to catch an easy ground ball. You can't forget how to take. Every play is for your championship. Every play right here is for your state championship. I talked to Coach Novicki on why he took out Tadpole in the last game, not this game, but the game before, the Whiteville. Why'd you take him out early? He said, because we had a plan. We had a plan because we didn't have a plan to win the 4th round. We got a plan to win the state championship. And this has to be it right here. Your state championship is this game. Every play has to be your state championship. Every play appearance has to be your state championship. Or you won't get there.
Nope.
You won't get there. I believe in this team. I believe in your 8-hole, 7-hole. I don't know exactly where the guy's at, but when I can plug in Reed Davis anywhere I want in there, Gage Howard anywhere I want, Christian Couples, Noah Rouse, Austin Clements, Luke Potter in the 9-hole, I love this team, man. They have what it takes, but they cannot slack up. They have to win their state championship tonight.
Yep.
Tonight.
It starts tonight.
100%. Every single play. That first at bat when you come up to hit is your state championship. It's on the line, guys. It is on the line, and right now we're down the line. I'm predicting South Lenoir to win. This has been a great season. I want another episode. Ryan?
We're going to get it.
All right, let's pay the bills and let's get out of here.
Yeah, hey, thanks again to all the parents and families for these schools, the Fowler family, Miss Katie, for getting this started for us. Flowers for You, Inc. in Goldsboro, Griffin, Exterminating in Goldsboro, Periodontal and Implant Surgeons of Greenville, and 32 Below Ice Cream Shop. Guys, thank you so much.
For sure. Thank you. And also, go Hawks, go Blue Devils.
The only Blue Devils I'm going to pull for.
That's right.
Both of us.
Ever. Yeah. And we're talking about Duke Carolina for people that don't understand that. Go Hawks, go Blue Devils. Hey, man, we love what you guys are doing. Keep grinding. Keep winning. Hey, I'm Trey Scott.
I'm Ryan Pittman.
See you next week.